Hi, my name is Raquel. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself today. I'm born and raised in Redondo Beach, California. My family has been there for over 90 years. Pretty crazy to think about, but I would say that we qualify as Redondo Beach locals. I absolutely love the South Bay. I love where I grew up. I love the schools. I loved the teams. I loved the neighbors, the community. I loved it all. I feel like Redondo is the perfect place to raise a family, to grow up, to be in your 20s. I think that everything is relatively close, but not on top of you. You have some space there between LA and whether it's downtown or Orange County, everything is drivable. I absolutely love it. I did attend school out of state though for college. I went to Washington State University where I received a Bachelor's of Science in Kinesiology. I was a pre-PA focus and a Division I athlete. I've played sports my entire life. I was a volleyball and soccer player while here in California. I thought that I wanted to solely focus on academics in college, so I didn't pursue it necessarily going into Washington State. However, once I got there, I kind of realized how much I missed it, and the team atmosphere and pushing myself physically and even making friends. It was just rather difficult, and I ultimately ended up rowing. I was a rower there for a while, and I was a COVID grad. So I graduated in the class of 2020. My senior year, my second semester was fully online. I was at the break of that transition at the beginning of COVID. It was very difficult, probably one of the most difficult things overall academically that I had to do. I am somebody who learns very well in a group, who learns off of asking my peers questions, asking teachers things, raising my hand, kind of listening to what else somebody is asking and then building off of that, or saying, hey, do I understand this concept? If I'm able to answer the question. Online it's very isolating, although it can be more one-on-one feel of you and the teacher. For myself, it was really difficult to have that group environment to not being completely by myself. It definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone and forced me to advocate for myself and ask questions more and kind of sit back and be like, wait, I don't understand this. It was overall, in the end, beneficial. And I say that because I was able to add to my tool belt. Post-grad, I actually began med school prereqs. While working in a family practice clinic since 2019, I was able to work through the pandemic. I was able to see healthcare from a different perspective through the different professionals and the different routes of it all. And I decided at the time that I wanted to go to med school. I wanted to be a doctor. Once in the profession, and I got to explore the career through the eyes of the professionals. I got through all of my prerequisite classes. I was actually in the process of beginning to apply. I was about to take the MCAT, and I realized it wasn't for me. I realized that what was the dream I was chasing for wasn't what actually made me happy. Once I took some time off, I really wanted to focus on myself and what made me happy, kind of the root of why I wanted to be in healthcare. I ultimately decided that it was because of the patients. It was the relationships that I got to build by getting to know them, by getting to know their families, actually seeing their treatment course through. While here at Clínica Mi Pueblo, Wilmington, I was able to discover what my true passion was. And that is to provide healthcare to low-income Hispanic families. I want to make healthcare affordable. I want to break down that fear barrier and encourage them to go to the doctor. I want to encourage preventative medicine. Something I'm super passionate about is a place like where I work. We work really hard to provide affordable healthcare to the uninsured population. An example of that, I have a visual here. We offer physicals. This is what we call our option 1. It is a full panel blood work and urine sample for $125. We also offer another one, which is called option 2. This is what we would say is our like full physical. It is a full panel blood work a urine sample, an EKG, which is a heart exam, and a chest x-ray. They can also change the chest x-ray for a pap smear, and that is all for $195. So we work really hard to make not only prescriptions more affordable, but the labs themselves, ultrasounds, x-rays, even specialists, any referral that we give to a patient has a special rate at that next doctor's office for that next step of care. We really want to encourage people to go to the doctor and be less afraid, to kind of break down that anxiety just a little bit if we can, to help prolong their lives. After all of that and kind of just reevaluating really what made me happy, I decided nursing was for me. I'm currently in the process of actually applying to nursing school. I should be hearing back soon. I decided that the relationships and that one-on-one care is what I love. That's what drove me to the career, and ultimately I would love to come back here. I would absolutely love to come back and become a pediatric nurse practitioner in which I can widen our population of patients from just adult to geriatric to kids. It would be to provide more of an urgent care here for kids, as well as a primary care office. Instead of having to wait a week to go see the pediatrician, they can come here without an appointment. Ultimately kind of handling whatever we can before a next step is essential. Hopefully I will be finding out where I will be going to nursing school soon. I hope you learned a little bit about me. If there's anyone else in a position like myself or anybody that wants to talk about different routes they can take, mine was definitely non-traditional. I would absolutely love to chat with you. I definitely wish I had somebody who had been through the process or who was familiar with it at the beginning. And I'm not 100% an expert, obviously, but I definitely have an idea, and I would just absolutely love to help anybody and kind of guide them to what they truly believe they should do, especially when it comes to a profession. But for me, healthcare, I believe that the provider should love what they're doing and be happy going to work every single day to provide optimal care for that patient. Thank you. I hope you guys learned something about me. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know.